Have you ever felt that the more you try to control your life, the more everything seems to spiral out of control? It's as if the universe mocks you right when you're trying your hardest. You try to keep everything under control, and suddenly, it all falls apart. But what if I told you that true strength doesn't come from control, but from letting go? Today, you'll discover the secret that the ancient Stoics, the wise men of Rome and Greece, understood over 2,000 years ago, that the power to manifest what you desire lies not in tension, but in serenity. Because while you struggle against the current, there are others who simply flow. And everything works out for them. Stay until the end, because I'll reveal a truth so powerful, it could forever change the way you attract what you desire. You've felt that invisible exhaustion, haven't you? That feeling that you do everything right, yet life seems to move against you. You try to move forward, but the harder you try, the more something seems to hold you back. It's okay. You're not alone. We've all been there, believing the key is to work more, run more, think more, when in reality, the only thing we need is to stop. The world has made you believe that surrendering means losing, but the Stoics knew that surrendering to life isn't weakness, it's wisdom, because the one who relaxes receives, the one who trusts attracts, and the one who stays calm conquers. Let me tell you a story. In a small valley surrounded by hills lived a young woman named Luna. Everyone knew her because no matter what she asked for, life always seemed to respond. Some said she was lucky, others said it was magic. But Luna knew the truth. Her power didn't come from effort, but from calm. Since childhood, her grandmother repeated a phrase she never forgot. What you think and feel, you attract. And Luna understood. One day, she decided to transform the dry land around her home into a garden full of life. She had no money, no help, no resources, only her mind. She closed her eyes and saw it. Flowers of 1,000 colors, fruits hanging from trees, the sound of water flowing nearby. Every day for a few minutes, she visualized that garden, not as a dream, but as a reality. And while everyone called her crazy, she smiled. Because within herself, she already saw it blooming. Over time, the seeds sprouted. A stream that had been dry for years began to flow again. Flowers covered the ground. The neighbors couldn't believe it. But Luna knew. Nature only responded to the vibration she had planted. When they asked her how she did it, she replied, "It wasn't luck. It was faith." The power of attraction isn't in asking. It's in believing. If you plant the right seeds in your mind and heart, your garden will always bloom. That is the power of serenity. And that is true manifestation. It's not about attracting from need, but from certainty. Not about demanding from the universe, but vibrating in harmony with it. When your mind is at peace, your energy changes. And when your energy changes, your reality transforms. So today, I invite you to do something. Pause, breathe deeply, and watch how everything that worries you begins to lose its weight. Because chaos doesn't disappear with more control. It disappears with more awareness. Maybe what you seek isn't out there, but inside you, waiting for you to become still enough to see it. Look around you. Nothing in nature forces itself. The river doesn't push the water. It flows. The tree doesn't fight to grow. It simply grows. The sun doesn't shout to shine. It simply appears and lights everything. You can do the same. You just need to remember who you are when the noise fades. Calm isn't the absence of movement. It's the right movement. It's acting without fear. It's believing without doubt. It's understanding that even in silence, The universe is still working for you. So every time the world screams, run, choose to stop. Every time anxiety says, do more, choose to breathe. And every time you feel like you're losing control, remember, you don't need it. Because when you trust, life aligns. And when you let go, everything meant for you arrives effortlessly. True strength isn't in clenching your fists, but in opening your hands. It's not in imposing your will, but in surrendering to the natural order of things. There, in that moment when you stop fighting, your true power begins. And when you discover it, you'll never see life the same way again. Deep down, everything you've been searching for has always been within you. The love you hope for, the peace you desire, the abundance you chase, they don't come from outside. They are born within. But we forget that. We get distracted by what shines, what runs, what seems urgent. We lose connection with silence, with the present, with the eternal. The ancient Stoics knew the real battlefield wasn't the world, it was the mind. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "Your mind will take the shape of what you frequently think, for the soul is dyed with the color of its thoughts." And he was right. Every thought you repeat is a brushstroke on the canvas of your destiny. Every emotion you hold is a seed the universe hears. If you plant fear, you harvest chaos. If you plant calm, clarity blooms. And when you understand that, nothing external can dominate you. Think of fire, not the kind that destroys, but the kind that transforms. Fire doesn't complain about the wind, nor curse the darkness. It simply burns. And in its burning, it purifies everything it touches. That is the spirit of the Stoic. He burns, but is never consumed. He feels, but never loses himself. He falls, but never breaks. Because he understands that every fall carries a lesson. Every obstacle is a chance to temper the soul. And every hard day is a reminder that he is still alive, still has choice, still has power. You can't choose everything that happens to you, but you can always choose how you respond to it. And that choice changes everything. The wise don't seek an easy path. They seek a strong spirit. Because while the weak are crushed by the weight of life, the wise learn to carry it with grace. Do you see how powerful that is? Nothing and no one can steal your peace if you choose to protect it. Because control doesn't lie in circumstances, it lies in your attitude toward them. Imagine waking up one day and realizing everything that's ever happened to you made sense. Every mistake, every loss, every silence, all part of the training that brought you here. And right there, when you stop asking, why me, and start asking, what for, the universe changes its tone. It stops being your enemy and becomes your teacher. Stoicism doesn't promise a life without pain. It teaches you not to suffer twice, once from what happens, and again from resisting it. Because when you accept, you heal. And when you heal, you see clearly. Then you understand. Nothing was against you. Everything was for you. Breathe and look at yourself. You've survived every dark night. You've stood up every time life knocked you down. And even when you didn't notice, every fall made you wiser, stronger, more yourself. Do you know the most curious part? What you've been seeking always arrives when you stop chasing it. When you release the obsession, when you stop measuring every step. When you trust that what's meant to be, will be. The universe doesn't reward desperation. It rewards coherence. And coherence is born when your thoughts, words, and actions walk in the same direction. Right there, where what you do reflects what you think, and what you think vibrates with what you feel. True magic begins. The ancients said that destiny isn't imposed, it's revealed. but it only reveals itself to those willing to listen. And how do you listen to destiny? Not with your ears, but with inner silence. Because destiny doesn't shout. It whispers, and only those who've learned to quiet their minds can hear what the universe is saying. Maybe today you feel like your life is on pause, that nothing moves, everything weighs, time slips away. But listen, even winter serves a purpose, because even the seed, to bloom, must first rest beneath the earth. So don't rush, don't despair. Not every silence is empty. Sometimes the universe is quiet because it's building something for you. And when the moment comes, you'll know. Not because someone tells you, but because your soul will recognize it. That's the wisdom of the Stoic, to know how to wait without losing faith. Not in others, not in luck, but in yourself. Because when you trust yourself, when you stay loyal to your principles, when your peace no longer depends on outcomes, you become invincible. Remember this, no one can steal what you've built within. They can take your job, your possessions, your plans, but never your calm if you choose to protect it. And that calm, that silent center within you, is the root of all power. Because from there, you can face anything. Loss, fear, doubt, chaos. Nothing external can break you if your inner world is in order. The wise don't seek to dominate others. They seek to master themselves. And when they do, they no longer need to impose. Their very presence radiates balance, like fire that warms but does not burn. That is the essence of true power, serenity in the midst of the storm, silence that is not emptiness, but contained fullness. Sometimes the greatest act of faith is not moving forward, but staying still and trusting. Because life doesn't always take you where you want, but it always takes you where you need to be. And when you understand that, you stop fighting the path and start walking with it. Look at the sky. The stars don't compete to shine. They simply take their place in the universe. You too have a place, and no one can take it. No one. So stop comparing yourself. Stop chasing what isn't yours, and focus your energy on what you can control. Your mind, your attitude, your peace. Because when your inner world aligns, everything else falls into place. Doors open, the right people appear, opportunities unfold. Not because it's magic, but because your energy has become coherent with what you desire. The universe doesn't respond to your words. It responds to your vibration. So today, choose to vibrate differently. Choose to stop resisting. Choose to trust what you cannot see. Because often the invisible is more real than the visible. And when you do, when you truly trust, you'll understand what the sages understood centuries ago. That serenity is not the absence of chaos, but the ability to remain at peace even when everything around you is falling apart. And right there, when you stop fighting for what's already yours, life will give it to you effortlessly, because the one who is calm has already won. Do you know what's most beautiful about all this? That you don't need anything else to start changing your life, because everything you're looking for is already within you. The fire, the calm, the strength, the faith, they're all there, waiting for you to stop searching outside and start looking within. Since the moment you were born, the universe has been speaking to you. Every loss taught you detachment. Every mistake taught you humility. Every silence taught you to listen. And every blow reminded you that you can still rise. Nothing was by chance. Nothing was in vain. Every step you took, even the ones you thought were wrong, brought you to this very moment, this exact instant, where you finally understand you don't need to control anything to be at peace. The wise always knew. It's not about changing the world, but about changing the way you see it. Because when you change your perspective, reality changes with it. And when you stop asking the universe to obey you, you start dancing with it, understanding its rhythm, its language, its order. And right there, everything begins to flow. The mind seeks reasons, the soul seeks connection, and peace comes when both meet. So don't punish yourself for feeling, don't be ashamed for doubting, don't blame yourself for breaking. Breaking is also part of the journey, because the cracks are the doors through which the light enters. Think of this: the strongest steel is not born from weak fire, and the wisest hearts are not formed in calm, but in the storm. So if you're walking through darkness, don't be afraid you're being forged. Every obstacle you face is shaping the purest, most conscious, most powerful version of you. The Stoic doesn't seek to escape pain. He faces it with dignity, because he understands that everything life gives him is part of his soul's training. And when you accept that, nothing can break you. There's a peace that comes when you stop demanding explanations and simply give thanks. Thanks for what was, for what wasn't, and for what's yet to come. Because everything has its time, and when you are calm, time stops being your enemy and becomes your ally. So today, make a pact with yourself. You will no longer fight against life. You will no longer curse what you don't understand. And you will never again forget that every day is a gift, even when it comes wrapped in challenge, because the simple act of breathing is already a victory. Close your eyes for a moment, breathe deeply, feel the air coming in and out, feel your chest expand, feel your mind settle. That feeling, that stillness you feel now, is your true power. The outer world may be chaos, but within you there is a space no one can touch. Protect it, guard it. Make your mind your temple and your heart your guide. Because when you master your inner world, it no longer matters what happens outside. You can lose everything except your calm. And whoever keeps their calm keeps the entire universe. If this message touched something within you, subscribe, not for me, for you. Because if you're here, it's not by accident, you're awakening. And awakening doesn't come with noise, it comes with silence, with understanding, with that deep sense that you no longer need to chase anything. Everything meant for you is already on its way. Just trust, just let go, just be. Always remember this: power doesn't lie in controlling life, but in trusting it. Because when you trust, life rewards you with more than you ever imagined. And in that moment, when you choose peace over fear, faith over doubt, and calm over chaos, you become a true Stoic, a free being, untouchable, unshakable, eternal.